Hello, Jeff. It is Saturday. In response to your last video, I am very much in favor of Blogcember. Blogcember? Blogging? Whatever it was called. The thing where we post something every weekday. 250 words or more. Good. Excellent. I am in. Let's see if we can drag some more people in. Do we have other friends with blogs? We should get everybody to write stuff more. More stuff! Maybe I should come up with a logo for Blogcember. I have become rather attached to making digital versions of myself. Look at him. Oh my god, he blinked! But other than that, I'm not really sure what else I want to talk about today.
Tell him about the Twinkie.
What about the Twinkie?
There's no more Twinkies?
Well, it's gonna be the future soon, and I won't always be this way. When the things that make me weak and strange get engineered away.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the Twinkie thing as a topic just really isn't doing it for me. A bunch of people are gonna lose their jobs, and that sucks. And various political sides and media pundits like to place blame here and there and say blah blah blah. I read an interesting article in The Atlantic that basically says that, yeah, pretty much both sides have some share in the fault. Because maybe the strike pushed it over that final edge, you know, was it the final straw that broke the whatever. But if the management of the finances of the company hadn't been sort of completely already, then that final straw wouldn't have actually done anything. It would have just been another straw. Nothing final about that. And people are all freaking out, and according to the internet anyway, like buying up all the Twinkies and other Hostess cakes because they're going to disappear forever. Seriously. Seriously. Brands are valuable. Does anybody remember way back, like 2 weeks ago, when the Lucasfilm brand sold for $4 billion? Brand names, especially brand names that are recognized, sort of cultural staples or what have you, and no matter what you think of them, Hostess cakes definitely have that sort of cultural power, cultural capital, whatever you call it. They show up in movies and TV, they're mentioned in all the conversations that people have about the apocalypse, and Twinkies will live through it. Yeah, I don't know. Twinkies are mentioned in Ghostbusters, the greatest movie ever made. Okay, so it's not the greatest movie ever made, but it is my favorite movie, and it always will be. So yes, Twinkies will still be around. So if I have to fear for something Hostess related, it's the things in the periphery that might not have the cultural weight of the Twinkie to keep it around. Like zingers. They're better than Twinkies because they're Twinkies with icing on them. Or those fruit pies that are really distracting to supervillains for some reason. Seriously, have you seen all those old ads for Hostess fruit pies where superheroes use them because of deliciousness, I guess? Delicious fruit-flavored, preservative-laden corn syrup products. So yeah, we probably have not seen the last of Twinkies, because brand names have value far beyond, well, reasonableness. Because if you are a known brand, people will keep you around because other people will continue to pay money for you. And that is how you live forever in the minds of American culture. But anyway, that whole weird tangent aside, had kind of an interesting day today. Most of the day I was just sitting around being like, I don't have anything to talk about. I don't want to talk just about Twinkies, that's stupid. And that really just didn't lead anywhere. So eventually I was starting to go outside. I was gonna go out and get some snacks. Like this one. Some kind of hazelnut cream snack cake thing. See it? And on my way out there was this guy talking to the front desk dude downstairs in the building, and he was sort of having difficulty communicating because this guy, the desk guy, is of course Chinese, and the guy in question who was talking to him was actually from Germany, and he's here to take a Chinese language course for a couple of weeks. But his flight was delayed, which meant he had to take a later train getting here from Beijing. So he'd had like difficulties with getting his baggage and stuff like that, and the people weren't there to meet him at the train station because he hadn't been able to tell them that about the delay. It's sort of similar to difficulties that I had when I first arrived in Qingdao here. And so I got to help him. I got to be like a useful person who knows things about stuff. I mean, I'm always that, clearly, because of all the things that I know stuff about. I helped him find the right building, which is actually the one across the way there, and I let him use my phone so we could call his contact person, and then we went down, we took the bus down to the store so he could get some supplies since his luggage wouldn't be here till tomorrow. So it was cool, and we had a nice dinner, and he's a cool dude, but he not only speaks English really well, and of course German, because he's German. He's lived in Japan for like 3 years, and so he speaks Japanese as well, and he's here to learn to speak Chinese better. It just drives me crazy how many people I meet here that know so many languages. America sucks about that, we really do. Like my students here, my college students have been taking English as a foreign language since they were like in primary school, elementary school, whatever it's called, wherever in the world. And it just, I wish that I had gotten started with foreign languages sooner. I wish I had started really paying attention to other parts of the world sooner, because I think there's an insularity to our culture that is really, it's just depressing once you get out here in the world and you realize how much time you have to make up. Just because of the way that the human brain is wired, I've missed the parts of my life where it would be easiest to learn other languages, but I'm not going to give up. I'll keep brushing up on the really terrible skills that I have in the languages that I have studied, and I'll continue to, you know, pick at least some rudimentary Chinese while I'm here, because, you know, seize the carp, or however that phrase goes. Yeah, I don't really have a way to end this, so I guess I'm probably just going to wind it down and see what else I can come up with in the next couple of days. I'm in the midst of working on applications for MFAs and a couple of PhDs, so my plan to try and get back up to updating more quickly and better sort of is still limping. But yes, Blogcember in a couple of weeks, that will start up and it'll be awesome. 250 words a day, every weekday. Good, I like those. I can tell you right now, I'm probably gonna write some stuff about Superman. There's a new Superman movie coming out this summer. Also, the last issue of Nintendo Power comes out in December. That's really sad. I don't have the latest Nintendo system. This is the first one that I haven't sat my butt out in the cold in front of a GameStop or a Walmart waiting for. That was a really badly worded sentence, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is one of those terrible things where I'm supposedly growing up and becoming an adult, but that's stupid because being an adult means whatever I want it to mean. Because me as an adult is very different from the cultural assumptions of adulthood. Because I'm from space or the future or whatever my usual line is. So anyway, world travel is awesome. People from other countries are pretty rad, and something about Twinkies and video games. I don't know. I will see you in the future, and then in the further future, I will see your words and my words in Blogcember. Oh, another thing. Yeah, I've changed position, and I'm eating pumpkin seeds. Deal with it. I actually tried to record me playing a video game like a bunch of people do on YouTube. But the program that I tried to use to record me playing it, instead of recording, it decided to suck. Anyway, the game is really awesome. It's made by the MIT Game Lab, and it is called A Slower Speed of Light. There should be a link down in the place where links live, but it's a really cool game because it shows the effects of traveling close to the speed of light, and there's some fun stuff with, you know, red and blue shifting, and the weird way that the Lorentz transformation makes things look all warped and crazy. So yeah, if you get a chance, play that. It's a free game. You can download it, and it is pretty interesting. Gaming and science! And okay, seriously going now. See you in the future.